Hi Fisher folks, Rich here again. So it's Wednesday lunchtime and I'm just gathering bits together for another session down at Perch Rock this evening to continue the big ray quest. So I think there's going to be a few down tonight. Certainly Brian and Gary will be joining me on the fishing trip today. So we're going to be fishing down to low water, which is about 10 to 10. So quite a bit of the filming will be in the dark, I'm afraid, but not much you can do about that. And conditions look fairly good, so light winds from the southwest, so they'll be behind us and picking up a little bit through the session, and hopefully dry, which is quite unusual for Perch Rock. And I'm actually planning to fish on tomorrow evening's low tide down there as well, so it'd be quite interesting to compare the sessions and see what the differences are, unless I blank on both. It's always been my view that no two tides are the same, which is why I never really bother chasing around after other people's reports, because I just don't see the point. So we'll see how we get on. Big baits will be flying back out there. Main line of attack is going to be big bluey baits again, and I think I may throw out a conger bait probably about an hour and a half before low water to see if there's any knocking around this evening. So looking forward to the sessions, because I'll probably combine both into this one video, and I shall see you soon, Fisher folks. Bye for now.
So arrived at Perch early because it looks like it's going to be busy tonight, so just waiting for the tide to drop down. Should drop down fairly quickly now, so probably got half an hour to wait, and then we'll go out and start fishing. Hi fish folks, so down on the beach just put the first two baits out. So we've got half bluey on one, bluey squid combo on the other, both on pulley droppers. Wind's coming in from behind us, so it's helping getting a bit more distance on the casts. Still up very early in the tide, it's dropping off now quite well, so be moving down the beach a little bit as it goes. So we'll see what this produces. Lots of anglers out tonight, so yeah, I don't know how many we've got, 3, 4, 5, probably about a dozen anglers out here on Perch Rock tonight, so it'll be interesting to see what it produces. So I shall see you later on. Bye for now. Hiya folks, so quick update, all quiet so far. Just had one little whiting. Might be one of those days where they come on to feed late in the tide, but yeah, a couple of knocks off doggies, but no razors yet, so keep going. Not bad size doggy there, and another chunk of bluey. So this guy unhooked, still no rays, but plenty of these out there. Quite around here. I've had two dogfish I think, and 2 whiting, and managed to slice me thumb open on the filleting knife, so that's managed to stop that bleeding. So we're into about the last half an hour and a half of low now, so fingers crossed some rays will start appearing. Certainly the dogfish bite seems to slacken. I'm still getting some whiting rattles, so we'll see where we go. So there's the first ray out, so there's some signs of life out there. Little female one, so pretty spiky one this one. So given the thumb injury, don't want to add to it or hurt, so let's get her back in the water and see if we can find a bigger one. Tried to launch on that one, but dogfish, so I think I'll go back on the bluey for the next cast. So plenty of these getting caught this evening, so probably a little fish though, but a bit of a pain when you're trying to fish for something else. Not quite the size I was hoping for, so very small one this one, but yeah, little female. Ray seems to be getting smaller rather than bigger, so yeah, get her back, see if we can find a bigger one. So bigger fish out now, female, probably 6.5-ish I would have thought. Again it's on bluey and squid, that one, just a strip of bluey, a couple of squid bound to it. So at least they're getting bigger anyway. So lovely marked ray, this one, number 4 male. Beautiful, really nice defined markings on that one. That was literally, the bait was in the water about 2 minutes and off it went, so it's definitely come on the feed over low water. Again, bluey, a couple of small squid wrapped on it for this one. So ray number 5 out, another small one. So seems to be plenty out there. Tide's probably just on the turn now, so won't go too much longer with them. Hi folks, so just got one rod out now. Cast flooding in very nicely at the moment, so in the middle of packing up, so yeah, probably won't produce anything this last cast. So yeah, after a slow start, 5 rays out, so that's not a bad result. Still small, I suppose bigger's probably about 6.5-ish, that sort of size. So this is the first part of the double session over, so we'll see how we get on one tomorrow. So thanks for watching the first half and see you in the second. Bye for now.
Hi folks, so it's Thursday afternoon, the day after the night before, and a quick recap on last night's session. So had 5 rays in the last hour before low. Before that it was just a couple of whiting, a couple of dogs and a cup finger. So back out tonight, going to try and get in on the same spot, fishing the same rigs, same baits. The only difference being that the tide is about 0.7 meters higher at low water, so it's a smaller tide. But apart from that, conditions look pretty identical, winds the same, temperatures similar. So be interesting to compare the 2 sessions and see how we get on. So I shall see you later down on the beach.
Hi fish folks, so back down on the beach. Another busy night down at Perch Rock, probably 10-12 anglers out, so very early in the tide. Got down here early so we could get the same spot as yesterday, just to do a comparison between the tides. So 2 baits just gone out, half a bluey on one and a quarter of a bluey, well yeah, quarter of a bluey and a whole squid on the other one. So yeah, see how we get on this evening. Be interesting to see, compare the 2 different size tides. Conditions pretty similar, overcast, westerly wind from behind, so yeah, pretty similar in that, the main difference being change in tidal height. So I shall see you later, hopefully with a fish, probably a dogfish. Okay, so up and running, first fish out, little dogfish. So still very early in the tide yet, so I expect to get a few of these and the rays later on. So first tiny little ray out, which took a chunk of bluey, the whole squid wrapped to it. So yeah, big bait sort of strike again. So lovely little fish. Get this little guy back in the water so he can grow into a big one. Hi folks, so a quick update. So 1 doggy, 1 small ray so far. Still very early in the tide, so Brian's had a couple of doggies to the right of me, and I think another ray's come out further down. So rays are feeding, but I expect the feeding to pick up later as we get down towards low water. So yeah, 2 bluey baits out, well, bluey on one and bluey and squid on the other. Bluey and the squid is one picking up the fish at the minute. So hopefully see you with a larger ray than the last one in a minute. So another dogfish fallen to the bluey bait, decent sized dogfish, so can't complain. Brian's just had a nice ray about £5 male, which gave him a little bit of a run around. So yeah, we're catching, so all is good. Frustrating half an hour. So but basically lost both rigs on both rods. I think basically getting caught around some mussel beds out there and just getting snagged. So it doesn't happen often here, but unfortunately happened to both rods on the same cast. So I've just had to completely re-tackle both rods. So both are about now. A little bit of a quiet time in the tide at the minute. Not much coming out at the moment. I expect it's going to pick up quite a bit as we get down to low. So what time are we on now? We're on 10 o'clock, so we're in the sort of last hour or so run up to low, I think. So hopefully we should start picking some fish up now. Hi fish folks, so another session come to an end. Very quiet one, this one. So 2 dogfish and 1 tiny ray. So quite a contrast to the 5 rays on yesterday's session, and sort of demonstrates the point that no 2 tides are really the same. So chasing reports of amazing catches is rarely worthwhile, because you could go down the next day and not get very much at all. So thanks for watching this one, and I shall see you soon, fish folks. Bye for now.